It's Nancy, PureVitaLifestyle.com. How are you doing today? I wanted to talk to you today about the second part of Louise Hay's Loving Yourself program, CD, book that she has. And the second part of the 10 steps is not to scare yourself. She reminds us not to scare ourselves. She reminds us that, the thoughts that we have when we're concerned about something or we're assuming that something isn't going the way that we thought it was going to pan out, we could have a small problem and we can lay awake at night making it into a much bigger problem than it is. We start coming up with all these little scenarios in our mind, and we've taken something that's an anthill and we've made it into a mountain because we've just allowed our minds to kind of spin out of control, assuming the worst. And it could be about anything. It could be about a financial situation. It could be about a relationship. It could be about the start of a new relationship. Suppose you're waiting for somebody to call who said that they were going to, and they didn't, and all of a sudden your mind starts spinning into all these other crazy reasons of, why they didn't call you. And it could just be simply that maybe they were going to call you on their cell phone and the battery was dead. It doesn't mean that they're off, seeing another person and that they don't like you any longer. But, our ego tends to kind of pull us towards the negative thoughts, the negative assumptions, the negative perceptions, and the negative thinking. And in actuality, if we would just kind of sit within our faith and our trust, just knowing and looking at everything from a point of love, we would have the self-confidence to realize that, everything in its time and place will come around the way that it needs to, the way it's intended to, and the way that it ought to. But, all of these thoughts that we have, they become affirmations. The only problem is they become negative affirmations. They're not positive affirmations. And I'm sure, a great deal of us have had different experiences in our life where we'll have, a bit of a situation that's bothering us, no matter what it's related to. And it kind of plays, in the back of your mind throughout the course of the day. And then you go to bed at night and then you lay awake and you spin on it and you think about it and you think it through and you think, well, what about this and what about that and what if he does this or what if she does that, or, in any circumstance, whatever it is, I think we've all had the experience because it's our nature, due to our ego to kind of lean in that direction. So, she's trying to encourage us to stop that behavior, to stop going off the deep end about something that really isn't that big a deal. And like I say, it's because, it's a kinder way to treat ourselves. And the kinder that we can be to ourselves, the more loving that we are to ourselves, the more self-confidence that we have for ourselves, which ultimately, pans out into the rest of our life. So like I say, this Cooper, he's jealous. He has a lot of self-confidence. Because his attitude is, I'm the dog, and nobody else should be loved as much as I should be. But, so that's kind of interesting, isn't it? I mean, there's some confidence in that, and he's a dog. So imagine if we had that kind of confidence about ourselves to say, hey, I'm Nancy Battye, I'm Joe Smith, I'm Mary Smith. I mean, I'm a fabulous person, and I deserve to be loved and respected and treated well, and I deserve to do that for myself first and foremost, and then I can be there for other people. Anyways, so today's reminder is please don't scare yourself. If you notice that you're having negative thoughts, please stop. Just catch them, stop them, switch them around to more positive thoughts. Start off with loving yourself. Extend yourself to others. I'm Nancy Battye, PureVitaLifestyle.com. Have a fabulous day.